The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the hosts are for entertainment purposes only and do not necessarily reflect those of RJV Media Lab Inc., its affiliates, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Them boys, they cutting up. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Cutting up. Them boys, they cutting up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
How y'all doing?
How you doing?
Man, I'm doing spectacular.
I'm pretty sure that you are doing fantastic today.
Yeah.
And as we say, we get right on into it. We're going to start it with this NFL. And what's going on with the first game of the day? 2 o'clock my time. We have the Philly Dilly Eagles against the Washington Commanders. I'm gonna let you go ahead. I'm gonna let you. You give me your assessments of the game. You tell me what you think. It's on you, my brother. How you feeling about it? Silence is really.
I thought it was a blowout.
Yeah, I definitely think it was a blowout. I definitely think. I don't know. I'm gonna say this. I think that it was mistakes were made. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say they would have won it, but I think without the mistakes, they had 3-4 fumbles, lost 3 of them. You know what I mean?
But those were forced fumbles. You know
Yeah. Though I said, but that's still mistakes. You know what I mean? Because with the one with Eckler, with him jumping up with the ball one hand, you know what I'm saying? People make some great plays. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna take anything away from Philly. What I can say I took away from it is Saquon Barkley, best player in the playoffs. As right, in far with production. You know what I mean? I'll give him the production-wise and what you can get out of him. I give him best player in the playoffs for, what you can get out of that. So, great game. I think the defense played really good. And one thing I will say about Philly won a lot of areas this year. They definitely won the offseason and with the staff, bringing in the defensive coordinator. Can't think of his name.
Big Fangio.
Bringing in Fangio. Great, great scheme guy. Definitely, make the difference on the defense. Also, they made it in the they won the draft with Braun, cornerback. What's the cornerback? Made the interception.
Quinn Mitchell.
Him and
Cooper DeJean.
So I think all those are up for either defensive rookie of the year or something like that. Because I know Braun been making a hell of a plays. I know he forced one of those fumbles yesterday as well. And also they won with free agency bringing in Saquon Barkley. You know what I mean? So with all that mixed
and
up,
the big left guard from the Jets.
Yeah. So with all that being said, when you win in all areas like that, it's hard to lose in other areas when you didn't have as many areas of opportunity. Now, when going forward, do you see any inconsistencies or any hiccups that could come along the way, either defensively or offensively or in the Super Bowl?
Honestly, no.
So you think, as of right now, you think everything is moving in the right direction to be able to finally capitalize on that goal?
Yes, sir. And I mean, I'm really trying to be humble about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I really expected this, just like a lot of Eagles fans that knew what we went to go get and etc. To be honest, man, it was more or less. Now AJ Brown was right, but I can understand where the front office was coming from when it comes to the coaching staff. Offensively, you ride this thoroughbred, if they load the box, man-to-man coverage, whatever, then you burn them on the outside. And it didn't look good at first. You got a new offensive coordinator. Hell, the defense didn't gel to actually the whole team itself didn't gel until that first bye week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's understandable adding pieces like that. Because you added pieces on the back end, linebacker, adding a new running back. So, that's understandable on both sides.
My thing about the whole equation is I knew we were gonna make it this far. I pretty much knew that we were gonna have a chance at getting revenge against the defending champs. But the thing about it is that's so sweet is how being an Eagle fan, you go through all the ridicule all year long about how, when you get Saquon, okay, cool, but he always hurt. He's not gonna make a difference. He was hurt every year.
I was going. They was giving him a little
you know what I'm saying?
Christian McCaffrey vibes at first.
You go to talking about how good the offense can possibly be, adding him with A.J. Brown, Devontae, Dallas Goedert. Then you have people saying, well, Jalen can't get him the ball. He can't. I mean, even in the playoffs, people were saying he couldn't pass the ball downfield. But
I think they still question him a little bit because he only threw for the last 2 wins. He only threw one touchdown in these games.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? Just only because of that fact.
Understood. But the thing about it is this. He showed over and over that he can do whatever it takes to win the game.
Yeah, he made some great throws, like the throw up the side to A.J. Brown. So he made some great throws. You know what I mean? So, definitely did.
For me now, it's sweet because, like I said, all the ridicule. Hell, they were ridiculing the head coach, Nick Sirianni. You know what I'm saying? Like, every portion of the year, we've heard some BS. So it's more or less like us against the world. Like, underdog. You wouldn't want to know all about it. I mean, we're going to be underdog. We were underdogs pretty much in every game coming into the playoffs because of how we did offensively. But if you look at how we started the game off before it started snowing against the Rams, it was the same scheme. Passing the ball around, trying to get others involved, play action and off Saquon because they know, hey, they're going to key in on him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's the way this game opened up. It just was in reverse. They gave the ball to Saquon first instead of passing first because they knew that, hey, they number 30 against the run in the whole NFL. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's just, like I said, it's sweet because now you got a lot of people in media that are repenting now because of how well Jalen played. He threw for 240. And to be honest, they took him out the game early because of how bad it was. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it could have been worse. So, I mean, I think that we have everything that we need to beat Kansas City.
For sure.
Okay. Now,
I can see that.
With everything you said, I'm agree with. Now, the only thing, I'm not going to disagree with anything, but like I said, what I'm agree with you on is definitely he did make some great throws. He did, show that he can't get the ball, just not for touchdowns, of course, but he made throws when he needed to make them.
He threw a touchdown.
You know what I'm saying? But they're saying in reference to it, you really don't want a quarterback running for 3 and running for. You really want those numbers flipped. You want him to throw for 3 and run for 1.
No.
When a quarterback.
No. Today's football wants that.
Even today's football today, you don't run 3 touchdowns with a quarterback. Josh Allen does, but traditionally you don't.
Okay.
I'm just saying, name me a quarterback that won Super Bowls that ran 3 touchdowns and threw 1.
I mean, you're right.
That's all I'm saying. There's a traditional quarterback, which we're leading to what we're saying with the Cam Newtons and I can't just say the one name, Lamar Jacksons and the Josh Allens, the ones that do high level running. Because I don't really put Jalen Hurts in it. He does run, but he don't do a lot of it, like how Lamar Jackson running for 1,000 yards and stuff like a game. He run for a lot of touchdowns with the tush push, 2 and 3 yards, stuff like that, broken plays. So I'm definitely giving him props on that. Now, only thing is that if it comes to, which nobody was able to stop it, but if it comes to, because of course we got to play the game, if you can't get Saquon out there, can he win this game with his arm? Yeah. That's what, because with Nick Fangio, with the exotic, because I will put Josh Allen as a better passer.
Look, he showed
a better runner.
He showed in the Super Bowl 3 years ago that he has the arm capable to win the big game. We lost that Super Bowl because we wouldn't get out of the zone. You know what I'm saying? They picked us apart with that. And, of course, he made that fumble right before halftime. Those were the 2 things that killed us, just being honest. But Jalen had showed that he can win a game with his arm. It's just the fact he hasn't been asked to do it as much because we've always had a decent running attack. And to be honest, I mean, we're at our best because of the way the team has been built. We're at our best by having a well-balanced attack. That's why,
Right, no doubt.
honestly, we looked our best this past Sunday in the championship game because everybody got a piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? Like, A.J. Brown didn't have 100 yards, but he had like 6 catches and a touchdown for
Right.
like 80, 90 yards. Devontae had maybe 50. Goddard had maybe 50. You know, even
Yeah, because y'all
Dobbins
kind of moved it.
had-
Y'all spread the ball around.
spreading it
Right,
around,
right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
So it's like, you know, when we play that way, I mean, to be honest,
Yeah, A.J.
man,
Brown had 96, Goddard 85,
Right,
Smith
right.
45, Gainwell 16, Barkley 4.
and Smith's 45 were key 45 because that one of them catches was like a beautiful sideline catch that was questionable.
Yeah, with
to
the
be
toe tap.
honest.
Yeah, with the toe tap. Yeah.
But
Both of his best throws were sideline balls too. One to Smith and one to AJ. So both of his balls was getting the ball out. And that's another thing they're saying.
And he threw another one to Goddard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got us down.
See, Goddard got a lot of targets yesterday, and I think
So-
that opens up the offense with y'all because you kind of don't go downfield a lot.
But
So you're not
going
30,
back
40
to the
yard
reference-
passes.
Going back to the reference of what you said, bro. Yes, we can, but I have to say that there is absolutely nobody in the NFL right now that can stop my rushing attack. With the offensive line that I have, bro, like we had 2 bag-ups in there because 2 starters got hurt. You know, we was playing musical chairs and still got off over 200-yard rushing. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Like, with the offensive line that I have, bro, as physical as they are, and with Saquon being healthy, and Super Bowl Sunday will be his birthday,
Yeah.
like, this
And
nigga's gonna act a
Cooper
fucking
DeJean.
fool. And Cooper DeJean, yeah. Like, and then, to be honest, we just talking football, and this is just my opinion. Like, Brandon Graham is coming back. That's gonna add a little more depth to that D line too. And like my D line is the best in the NFL. And I think my D line with what they did with Jaden Daniels, and Jaden Daniels is, and they did it with Lamar. Both of them are a little more elusive and run a little better than Patrick Mahomes. I think my D line is good enough to put pressure on Mr. Mahomes without even having to blitz. You know what I'm saying? To be honest. So, you know, that's I mean, then my back end is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Thank y'all. My back end is very, very good. Let's take that back, considering I have 2 rookies starting. You know what I'm saying, in the secondary, and they have held their own all year. So
Remember
I mean,
that.
I can see, and this is real shit now. Quinn Mitchell, Guantanamo Bay. I can see him locking down Worthy.
Can't keep up with him.
I can't. Man, please.
You
I
better
can't
keep up
think
with
of
him.
number 9 for
Juju.
Kansas City. Juju. Slay can check him. You don't have anybody for Cooper DeJean. And-
What about D-Hop?
Well, Cooper.
What about Malcolm? What about Marquise Hollywood Brown?
Well,
Who's going to guard Travis Kelce?
Rogers, Vaughn.
You got to worry about the 2 running back head monster back there.
Ain't nobody running on me.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. So this is what I'm gonna say. Now let's break down. Okay, so we got you on that one. So let's go over to the other matchup because I want to better touch on the team we're speaking about, which will be the second game. Will be Buffalo against Kansas City.
Yes, sir.
Now, little context. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people have brought it up that remember Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes came out on the same draft, and remember they had to trade up to get Patrick Mahomes. A lot of people don't know that Buffalo was the person they traded up with to even get him. So it's a lot of context and reference to that part right there. That's why Patrick Mahomes been giving y'all goddamn ass the business since they damn won. And gonna continue giving the ass the business from all the way through. Okay. So I still think Josh Allen had a great game. I think he turned back into typical Josh Allen in that last drive. And that's why I tell people what's the difference between Patrick Mahomes and every other quarterback. It's when the last drive comes, he gets it done. Period. There's no other quarterback in NFL history on fourth quarter drives when they're either tied or behind. And if you're trying to either tie or win the game, nobody has a better record in NFL history. So basically saying, you know, if you're giving the ball and it's close to it, he gonna win. So, you know, I think Buffalo had a great game.
Not arguing with that at all, because I mean that's the whole point and reason why I figured they were gonna win the game anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think Buffalo could have won it, but they stopped doing what was working. Think about it, bro. You had Cook had 13 carries, 85 yards, so that's 6.5 yards a carry. But you stopped giving the ball. You only gave it to him 13 times.
But that's my point, though, bro. It's like that's Buffalo for you. Like when they get
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, they're good to get this far as long as they don't have to run into Kansas City before they get this far. And
you don't have to if you want to get to the end.
Yeah, I mean, like the defense is trash for Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Like they're basically.
I'm not gonna call it trash. They just not well, I can't say the word opportunistic in reference to turnovers.
But my thing is, I
don't give up too many rushes.
I don't even think that they are actually good enough to be optimistic. Yeah, that
opportunistic.
Yeah, look, he just said that. Why I said that word hard to say because he just said it. He just said it. That shit crazy as hell.
But for real though, like think about it, man. Like
I feel like
that's the whole point of why the loss by Baltimore. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think Baltimore could have beat them, bro.
Yeah, but the thing
I just think they play playoff football better than anybody.
I think they could have beat them because they had the key, and the key is keep Patrick Mahomes on the bench.
I ain't seen nobody who can do it because you got to give him to the ball at the end.
No. See, at the end of the day, if you playing ball control and you're able to play good defense, see, the thing about it is, I know it sounds easier than what it really is, but you have to try to force either turnovers or you have to actually, like, get 3 and outs. And like I say, I know it's way easier said than done, but I mean, it's possible. You just have to
everything
have
possible because you play the game. But man, with you having somebody like Patrick Mahomes who sees shit before it even happened, with Andy Reid and the way he called plays, man, and his play calling is just like superlative pass. Ain't no other. I'll stand right here and say you're the best play caller in football. Period. And we're gonna argue with you. Want to argue with me? Argue with you. Goddamn mama.
Well,
because it's proof in the pudding. You know what I mean? And just like that play,
Bowl.
give you a perfect example. Like the last play, they had to get the 4th down when they threw it to Samaje Perine. I'm gonna tell you why that play worked. First of all, for one, if not for one reason only, Samaje Perine hadn't played the whole fucking game. Did you think he was going to throw him the ball when you ain't played? Hell no.
He hadn't been playing that much. Period.
But he hadn't played that game at all. He took a fucking snap. So when you put him on there, guess what you thinking? Play action, decoy. But guess what he did? He got his ass out in the backfield, gave him the ball, 15 yards, game over. See, and that's the type of shit that I'm saying that Kansas City does better than everybody else. Everybody else playing fucking checkers, them motherfuckers playing chess and life at the same time. Because they got your life and everything else in their hands. You just got to see if you can keep it out their hands. Because when they walk in, you losing out the beginning. You try to see if you can win. Because you got to beat them. They don't have to beat you. They beat you already. Because you got to figure out what they got in the plan. Because when you have allowed him to put pieces that work together, do they have anything that just off the eyesight other than Worthy being fast as hell? No. But they got people who can catch the ball who reliable. Juju, I didn't even know that motherfucker still was on the team until yesterday. Making plays. Travis Kelce, we know what you're going to get. D-Hop, you know he finna come in that game playing like everything because he never even been this far. You got Hollywood Brown. Worthy again. 2-headed monster in the back. Then you got the GOAT 15 standing back there. With GOAT 15, I'm just saying, you guys just showed me somebody who can beat them. I love y'all to death. Do I believe that you got a great defense? Hell yeah. The best defense in the playoffs? Hell yeah. Do you have one of the best offensive tool teams? Yes. Do it work all the time? No. Can it be explosive with the most points ever scored in AFC or NFC championship history with 55? Obviously so. But one thing only is going to have to be shown. Is can you play pure 100%, 4-quarter, 60 minutes of playoff football? Because I believe with 55 points, you're playing a game, just a traditional game. Because when you get to that 4th-quarter playoff game, it's no way to get to 55 points because you're not even playing for 55 points. Get to 55 points on something like that, like you'll get it off of special teams or turnovers, pick sixes on the end, and stuff like that.
Are you serious? You really said that? And I'm the most physical team in football.
There's a lot of physical teams out there,
but
they
I'm
lose.
the most. I am the most physical. See, you keep asking me questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the better team.
You're not.
Yes, I am.
You're not.
I am the better overall
okay,
team.
so
they
let's
got
break
the
it down.
better player.
Let's break it down.
And they are
let's break down the whole team.
Defending champion.
So let's break down.
They even have the better head coach, the most experienced.
So let's break it down by the whole team.
Team for team.
Yeah, let's break it
Only
down.
thing you can say they got better is 2 players.
Hold up, let's break it
That's
down.
it.
Okay, let's break it down in the whole then. Head coach, you just told me. Head coach, go to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Okay, quarterback, we know, go to Kansas City.
Yeah.
2 biggest things on the goddamn field, right? Bet. Defensively, just a shade over. I'm gonna give you that.
Ain't
I'm
no
not
shade.
Bro, that was one of the best.
Ain't no shade.
So that defense ain't good?
It ain't nowhere
I didn't
near
say it was you.
where it ranked.
Huh? It ain't top 10?
No, not top 5. That ain't good.
Remember,
enough.
I told you it wasn't what
that
you
ain't
are.
a shade though, G.
10
You can't say 1 and 10 is close. You can't say that's just a shade better. That's bullshit, man.
If I'm telling you 1 and 3, that's me saying that they just as good as you.
What?
If 1 and 3 is just as good, a shade off is 5 to 10. 1 and 3 ain't 1 and 3 is
shade, man.
Think about what you're saying, man. 1 and 3,
going.
1 and 3 is only a point or two off. Nothing. It's not usually big
A
gaps between
shade
it.
is not that much. A shade is
But we also
like a little color.
But we
like
also talking about a
difference.
defense that won 6 straight playoff
See,
games.
you keep going back to bullshit.
But
in
these
the
the same
past.
players.
We talking about right now in this playoff.
And they are still
They
playoff
aren't
bound.
the same team, though.
Why
G.
they not?
Because that ain't the same defense. If it was the
What's
same
difference
defense,
about it?
it'll be top 5 like it's been the last couple of years.
What's the difference about it?
It's not as good.
Bro, the teams have got. The teams play and the games play out to how you want to play it. But what I'm trying to tell you is, you can call it what you call it. It's still a top 10 defense, regardless of what you want to say.
Top 10 and top 5 is 2 different things.
I never said it was top 5.
Okay, so it's not a shade close at all, bro.
So top 10 is a 10th ranked defense can't touch a number 1.
Not no number top 3. Hell no, it's a big difference, bro.
That's not a
It's
real.
a reason why they top 10, and there's a reason why they top 3.
So
it's
top
a big
10 so the
difference
32
in the game,
teams
in the play, man.
So if it's 32 teams, if I'm 10 and you 1, you just I ain't shit to you. It's only 32 teams and I'm 10.
It's a difference in 10 and 1 for it's a difference.
I'm not saying it.
Okay.
I'm agreeing
it's
with
a
that.
big difference.
Nah,
too.
I'm not gonna say that.
Man,
I'm not gonna say that. Only reason I'm gonna say it's a difference because, of course, the numbers will show much. The biggest difference is gonna be between, when you're talking 5 to 10, when you're looking back up at 1. But when you look at 1 to 5, those numbers are usually only a tick or 2 off. They're usually basically right up under there. Some of them may be better with sacks because they line us better. One may be better with interceptions because their back end is better. So it's usually kind of evens itself out. Are they as good as you are on the defensive line? No, I'm not saying that
not
at all.
even secondary.
I'm gonna say kind of yeah.
No, you lying.
So the other cornerback, I can't even think it's not 22. They got him as top 3 in the league. So he's just doo-doo crap. And Chris Jones is just doo-doo, right?
Chris Jones played D-line, bro.
I'm just going by defensive
We
players.
were talking about secondary. Now,
Okay,
you
so
just
Reed
jumped.
trash. No, he's not. So we're not gonna do that.
I'm not saying they trash, but they
But
ain't
you-
nowhere near as
but
good
you're
as
not
them
finna
2
tell me-
rookies.
Aren't gonna be rookies then. They're gonna go back to being
But at
rookies.
the end of the day, they still rookies, bro.
And they gonna treat them like
starting
rookies.
And they on the number 1 defense, bro.
They
It's
don't-
a different, man.
You are right, and I agree with you. But when you're playing against the
You're
best
not agreeing with me because you trying to make it seem like Kansas City ain't that far away from us defensively.
Dude, they
they
ain't
are
low. You
nowhere
don't wanna-
near.
okay,
Yes, they
so
are the
hold up.
most experienced.
How you gonna
but
tell
they
me-
are nowhere near. We have a way better
you
offensive
gonna-
line.
how you
they
tell-
got 2 running backs that ain't better than the one I got.
and that's the only one you got.
No, Kenny Gainwell is good. He just as good as
he ain't
he
better.
is just as good as Hunt.
What? Stop.
Yes.
What? Stop.
Yes,
Man,
Hunt
quit,
ain't
man.
did nothing
Stop,
since
boy.
he
Stop, boy.
left
You
them the
boy,
first
stop,
time.
boy. Gainwell ain't nothing but a receiver, a slot receiver playing running back. He ain't better than Pacheco. And Pacheco the same damn size.
I ain't say he was.
Shit, Pacheco put a
I
motherfucker
ain't
on
say
his
he
ass
was.
on that
See,
fourth down.
See, you on that bull. You
But
just
I'm
want
gonna
to
say
argue.
this. No. I'm saying my point, and with you want to argue with my point, because my point is just like yours. It's my opinion, and it's riling you up because you don't like it.
No, because
I ain't got riled up.
You got to have some type of credibility, bro.
What you mean?
And at the end of the day,
What you mean credibility?
I'm saying to what you saying, like
How?
we have a
You don't
better
want- you don't-
everything but quarterback
Because you're
and coach. No, Look, man, all you got to do is look it up. We have a
Can I
better
say something
offensive line.
Can you just say
we
that
got
5
a better
times?
defensive
You
line.
just say that 3 times.
We got a better secondary.
Can I say something?
We got better wide receivers.
Can I say something? I want to, because you just said all of that 5 times.
Right.
All I want to do is finish this. You're saying how good your defense is and all this, and that's well and good. But you don't want to allow me to speak and bring in the fact that this the same defense that we playing, because you're saying you only want to say about what they're doing now. I understand. But this same defense ain't lost a playoff game in 2 years. So you're not finna tell me that they not good. Because they got back-to-back fucking Super Bowls, my boy. Back to fucking back. And when they put 3 up on that motherfucking ass, we won't be having too much more conversation other than what you could have done better. Because at the end of the day, when you pick, I swear to God, 2 things matter. Because I swear to God, 2 things do matter. That is your coach and it's your quarterback. And if you don't work on both of them, you ain't winning shit. Because you ain't going to tell me nan coach and quarterback duo that was real good that won, that won.
It's all good. You said I was going to lose last week.
Oh, I didn't.
Yes, you
did.
We
No, I
just
didn't.
talked about.
Remember I said I knew you would win the game, remember?
You said the Commander was going to win.
No, I didn't go back because he dropped the clip. The clip said exactly
You
that.
wanted the Commanders
I said
to
I
win.
wanted, this is what I said.
Okay, you wanted
I said
them to
I
win.
wanted them to win because I wanted Jane Daniels to be the first rookie to
Okay.
start in the quarterback.
So
But I
that's
said you would win the game. Go back and look at it. It's recorded.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I will.
But only to say this, man. I'm not taking nothing away from what you, like I told you, I feel like you're the best. I said this before I said all that. Didn't I say you were the best defense in the playoffs? I did say that. Before I said anything I said.
Yeah.
So I acknowledged you and gave you your flowers. But I'm also acknowledging that you're going against something that's just never had been done before. Is that type of offensive juggernaut with the quarterback or coach duo. Now, you do have great rookies, but they're rookies. So we got to act like they're going to be a little bit of rookie-ish. I'm not going to say they're not, but we got to expect a little because they're rookies. You got an experienced quarterback with very experienced weapons with a very experienced coach that's going to put those rookies in compromising positions and make them make decisions and see which they're going to be rookies or if they're finna step up. A lot of times we know what happens. Not many rookies that win Super Bowls in any position. So I'm not taking nothing away from Philly. Y'all been kicking ass 2 Super Bowls in 3 years. I'm not going to take nothing away from it. Defense got better since the first time you went because you added Jalen Carter, which is your X factor. So I'm not taking nothing away from what you've done. Because I told you, Cooper DeJean, one of the best pickups ever because he can actually play the third guy. So I'm not taking nothing away. But, bro, when I'm sitting back looking at a dude that's in the first 7 years of his season, if you went to the AFC Championship, you had to play against him, I'm damn sure ain't finna deny that either. And he the damn sure played some good-ass defenses before this one. And then look, a majority of them fell to the ground and kissed the foot of the goat. That's all I'm saying is that this one looks real good. And we'll see how it happens. That's all I'm going to say. Because I can't take that away from that goat, man. That goat. Bro, so let me ask you this right here. And then I wanted to parlay this into this everything. I want to ask you this. Do you consider this team 7 years, just this first 7 years, do you consider Kansas City with the team they have, with the coaching duo, that it's a dynasty?
If they win this one, yeah.
I'm talking about now, before the fucking win, before the Super Bowl, right now.
How many they got?
I think they propping them up to be a dynasty.
But every dynasty,
They had to win now?
They propping them up to be a dynasty.
Yeah, that's what
But I
I say.
feel
If they
like-
win this one, yes, give it to them.
so let me ask you this. So does all dynasties that you do have say at least has 2 Super Bowls? You have to have at least multiple, right?
I would say 3
No, I
or
thought
4.
3. Dynasty is 3.
So let's see. So you don't have any Super Bowl teams that had a 2-win Super Bowl that you consider the dynasty.
No, that's
I'm
just
trying to think.
that's just a back-to-back.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Not even a back-to-back. I'm talking about 1 or 2 years. I'm like anybody who
Okay.
you would. I'm just trying to think of myself. Like
What you
okay, would you consider the Seahawks? So then they won one and then lost one. Would you consider that some sort of a dynasty?
No.
You wouldn't consider that
Not even when the Broncos did it with John Elway and they had it back to
and they went. So you wouldn't consider that a dynasty? Going to back to back?
You gotta have 3, G.
Yeah, I don't think.
Gotta have at
I don't
least
think
3.
dynasty.
Like
is,
they started saying dynasty.
So you don't give Houston Rock. I know we're speaking of the sport, even with them going back to back. So you don't give them no. Okay, the only reason I'm gonna say I look at dynasty was not because of the Super Bowl, because they went to every AFC championship in the last 7 years. So I gotta get. That's the only reason I'm putting in a dynasty. Now only getting the two Super Bowls and winning 2, but hell, they done win the 5, won 4, finna be won 3. Well, win the 4 and won 3. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, they won. No, they got 3 Super Bowls. They don't have 2. They got 3.
I didn't say they had.
No, they got 3. So I say they got 3 Super Bowls. So you said Dynasty has to have 3. They got 3. They already got 3 Super Bowls. This will be 4. So let me give you this first 7 seasons when you break it down the next to Patrick Mahomes and your GOAT. First 7 years, Patrick Mahomes, 17 wins. Brady, 14 wins. Patrick Mahomes, 2 MVPs. Brady 1. Mahomes, 5 AFC championships. Brady 4. Super Bowls, they tied 3-3. First team AP, 1 go to Mahomes, well, 2 go to Mahomes, 1 go to Brady. So that's why I say we got it. We talking about Brady was a dynasty within his first 7 years. Same amount of Super Bowls and everything. But we got to give it to him because Brady never even went to 3 Super Bowls in a row. Ever.
So they say
Ever.
To define a sports dynasty, some say that a dynasty requires back-to-back championships.
They got that.
Or multiple championships within a certain time frame.
They got 3 championships within 5 years. So how are we not calling this a dynasty? And it actually finna do something.
Had they kept the same team, I think that would also indicate.
Well, they kept their same core players. They kept the same big 3, and nothing left from that. Kelsey's still there, Coach still there, Patrick Mahomes still there.
You can apply. I mean,
because in football during free agency, you don't really keep the whole team. Nobody else does. The only thing you're going to really keep is trying to keep your best and core players. And even look at this as being a bigger dynasty. Why? Because they lost their best receiver and he went somewhere else and they still won 2 back-to-back. Looking at 3. So that's the only reason I'm putting him up there because I feel like, well, I know no other quarterback has had a start of 7 years like this. Period. Nobody. From Brady to him, it don't go close. 8 seasons. Number 1 in everything. Well, number 1 and number 2. Winning percentage, 1. Passing rating, 1. Completion percentage, 1. Total yards per game, 2. Total touchdown rating per game, 2. He played by 8 years. So can we call him the GOAT right now?
Hell no.
Why not?
He got to have the most rings, man. The GOAT is.
We don't put the most rings because Jordan ain't got the most rings. If we call him the damn GOAT.
In football, they do.
Jordan also
keep jumping to another sport.
No, no. I just said GOAT. We said GOAT. I said GOAT because
the GOAT of a certain sport.
I'm talking about GOATs. Period. We talk because when you put GOATs. So you saying it's a GOAT? It's a GOAT level of basketball and football? Is a difference?
Evidently it is.
Give me what's the
Jordan
difference?
ain't got the damn most rings.
Because they want to give him that just because of his shoes.
But at the end of the day, he ain't got the most rings.
Well,
so
Chicago,
they consider him the GOAT. When it comes to football, they consider Tom Brady the GOAT. So he got more rings than franchises do, man.
Well, he cheated.
Well, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Some folk can say the same thing about Patrick Mahomes.
How he cheat?
And do.
How he cheat? How does he cheat? Himself.
The same way that they were doing it for the Patriots. They were letting them get away with it.
Getting away with what? Patrick Mahomes ain't never been caught deflating no balls.
He ain't got called, but they help him out, bro. You know what I mean?
So okay, so if you want to call helping him out, if you want to call him helping him out, play and calls going a different way, bro, been happening for days. So go back to when Brady started with the tuck damn rule. We know that was a goddamn fumble. Yeah. So Brady got 2 damn things going on his ass, but they don't talk about cheating for his ass. Tuck damn rule and the Brady rule when you can't hear low.
Weren't they trying to prop him up?
But they tried to prop him up with that one. So in this one, bro, Patrick Mahomes
it's the same thing.
It's not the same.
It is the same thing.
Patrick Mahomes ain't never got caught cheating.
They propping them
up, man. They propping it up.
I'm not.
We just talked last episode about the conspiracy.
Now,
threes and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, let me give you another thing. Guess what?
Hold on. In favor of something.
It's gonna go. But I'm just remember we were talking about the threes, right? Mm-hmm. Go pull this up. When that field goal went through with the one that won the game, go see how much time was left on the clock. 3 minutes and 33 motherfucking seconds. I watched it. I should have took a picture of the bitch. So I'm not taking that. I'm not saying it don't count. But what I'm saying is, and I don't mean to cut you off. See, what I was saying was the cheating. What I was saying is just a difference. What I'm saying was Brady has a suspension on his record in which he took for deflating balls. Patrick Mahomes has been suspended or agreed that he did this. You have another allegation in which that you got called what they call Spygate when you guys were recording games and recording signals. All this is documented proof. If you want to document that Patrick Mahomes slide late, okay. You want to document that the refs throw a flag late or throw a flag, or what? Okay. But ain't none of that documented in the book that say, okay, he went down for suspension of cheating. That's the only thing I'm saying.
I know we talked about that earlier, but then I'm also on the side of maybe they paid him to take that.
Who?
Birdie.
Pay him take what?
Take the blame for that.
I ain't gonna say that.
Maybe that's part of what we pay you for.
Only thing I'm gonna say this is I feel like in the sports world, I think the biggest thing that sports people have is integrity within the game, especially the players themselves.
You said there is integrity?
No, what they strive to keep in front, whether it's true or not, they want the sport to see is still integrity.
The veil is up, is being lifted, brother.
Because of social media and all
we
these
see
camera views
we
and
see
stuff,
everything
man.
that's going on.
It's hard to hide it now.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that
Yeah.
because if you go back and look,
It looks more
I'm not gonna
blatant.
say that because it goes both ways. Because the fourth down when Jared Allen turned, when they gave him the one, he didn't get that one. And they got a whole shot of that.
I understand.
So it goes both ways.
It's a lot more money at stake these days, especially with their deals with the gambling
Right.
sites and all this kind
And
of stuff.
remember, we talking about the rivalries. You gotta create a
You
rivalry.
gotta create a rivalry. So it's
This
a
is
lot,
Peyton
it's a
Manning and
lot of
Tom
things
Brady all
going
over
on
again.
within that ecosystem that I think that plays a factor into what we're seeing. And the veil is being unlifted in terms of, hey, we realize they're not playing by the quote unquote rules that they established.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Now I'm gonna say this. Now anybody know me, they know I'm a Mahomes fan, even though I'm a Colt fan in reference to my team. But I'm gonna just say this. I just feel like with the camera phone, the new ages of cameras themselves, and also with your AI and all that, not saying anything is AI generated, but what I'm just saying is I feel like it's more availability for you to see things that you don't think you actually see. Because no one else sent me this video about that Josh Allen actually didn't get the fourth down. But I got 100 people that sent me the one in reference to Patrick Mahomes and the one that they said that he was supposed to got when he was leaning the ball over.
You know, it's a more focused effort because people are already under the suspicion that there's going to be a cheat peat, meaning a three-peat.
This is happening. I'm gonna be honest with you now, and I'm agreeing with you because
I also think that props up the Eagles for because the fans, everybody's realizing they pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they've
So I
been
think
in
it's
Super
gonna
Bowl 2 of the last 3 years.
It's gonna really build a rivalry between those two teams.
Yeah, it's creating both sides.
You already want it because
I want revenge.
Yeah, exactly. So
And it ain't because of me thinking I got robbed or anything like that. I just feel in my heart and believe that I can beat them. Like I had them beat
but
2-3 years ago.
Can you beat the system?
Nobody beat that.
I don't believe it. Well, the one way, and you know, everybody says this, the game can't be close. So me personally, I feel in my heart that we have the team good enough to be able to dominate. I
I'm
think
with
that
you.
we have the actual team to be able to put pressure on Brady where he gonna
Mahomes.
I'm sorry.
I got you fucked up. My bad.
Yeah, you said that.
I got you, Brady.
But I think we really do have enough defensively on the line to be able to get pressure on him to make passes, make him throw it a little sooner than he wants, make him throw it over folk head. You know what I'm saying? Just rush him, hit him a couple of times. We don't even have to get a sack, but just make him feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
But he's the fastest quarterback. He in the playoffs, he gets the ball out of his hands faster than any other quarterback.
I understand.
How long Jalen been in the league?
I want to say 4
5.
years, 4 or 5
I want
years.
to say 5.
Oh yeah, they propping up this rivalry.
Because he just got his
You said
second
he-
contract, so yeah.
Pat
Seven.
being for 7.
7.
They propping up
8.
this.
I want to say 8.
They propping up
yeah,
this.
That's why,
rivalry.
I
I think
mean,
it's gonna just.
That's
be
why now if we going on,
'Cause
what
Josh
y'all
Allen and him
saying
judging.
about this conspiracy thing, like
Allegedly.
It's possible,
allegedly.
man. Yeah, it's
Allegedly.
possible.
I'm thinking more or less, and this might be coming. Ain't no mic coming from the heart.
Yeah.
I think it'll make more sense because you have all the people saying that they cheat for him to get the pressure off him. We already know y'all got in the middle of a dynasty.
You talking about so y'all can win?
and then they come back and shoot off maybe 2 more. You know what I mean?
See the thing is, I'm agreeing with Cito, but yours makes sense. I'm not saying it don't make sense. It makes sense. But what I'm gonna say is this:
see, Kansas City right now has become like that team that they're so good folk don't like. Like 49ers back in the day when they had Montana and all them, they just kept winning. You couldn't beat them. You know, however way they needed to beat you, was it passing or running, they whoop your ass. They had always kept a good defense. You know what I mean? Same thing with Patrick Mahomes now. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like people are really trying to find ways to beat them.
Because everybody hate them now.
Okay,
everybody hate them.
Beat them. So now it's like they cheating for them.
Yeah,
you know
because that's how. Remember we talked about this a couple episodes back that when you're that good, you're gonna be the poster boy up there. But after you're there 3 to 4 years and they realize it's hard to beat you, now we have to villainize you because now we have to hate you because we can't beat you.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So we have to villainize
put you under a microscope.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example of what you're saying on why I feel like they're gonna let him make the 3-peat because they gotta make him eclipse Brady to prop him up. Okay. The moment I felt like they tried to put him in reference to eclipse Jordan was when he did something nobody else did. I'm talking about LeBron. The moment he came back 3-0 against Steph, think about it. When you going to put the best record team ever in basketball that eclipsed Jordan at 72-9, get up 3-1 and lose the next 3 games, that's giving you a Hercules and type of effort to give him a better to kind of eclipse him over Jordan. Because Jordan, I don't give a damn what you say. Jordan couldn't have done that. I don't care. You can say what you want to. I don't give a damn. He wouldn't have done 3-1. He packing it the fuck up. Period. And I think they're doing the same thing here with Patrick Mahomes. I see what you're saying. But for them to eclipse, they have to eclipse him, he has to do something in football that ain't never been done before. Nobody's ever won 3. Same shit with Brun, same shit here. He has to do something that they can stand up and put Patrick Mahomes over Brady because he never won 3 in a row.
San Francisco won 4 Super Bowls.
They didn't win them in a row.
Oh.
They didn't win them in a row.
1980s.
Yeah, never in a row.
Okay.
Never in a row. The closest you ever got was the Cowboys back in there when they won them 2 out of 3 in Dallas. With 91, 92, and 94. So they got I think the San Francisco one was in the middle. 94. That was 4 and 4. Yeah, 94. 91. 93, 94. It was 91, 92, 92, 93. I thought. I may be wrong. Either way. Either way, you know what I mean?
Went back to back with Jimmy Johnson.
Then they lost. Then somebody else won. Left. He got fired.
Okay, well, either way it go, he left and they went and got Barry
Switzer
won that next year.
They lost one year and then they won the next year. Yeah, because remember, Deion was playing with San Francisco. They won. Then Deion came to did Dallas. Then they won.
Okay, we saying the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is this: it's only going to make sense for him to get that 3-peat, bro. I know everybody don't want it to happen, and I'm just so surprised.
You wanted to have him because you a fan.
I wanted to have
go both ways.
I wanted to have him because I'm a fan, and I want to have it because he a goddamn brother. I'm tired of having to get shit with it. Bro, think about what I'm saying, bro. Back in the day, bro, it's hard even to have a black quarterback in the fucking league. Now you got a chance to have him one saying that he the best to ever play, and he ain't even played but 8 damn years. Bro, he's tying records and getting to the point to where he can eclipse what someone did in 20 years. It took Tom Brady 2 decades to compile that shit. He's tracking his ass down in a decade.
I'm with the real brothers.
Why they real brothers, man?
I'm with the real brothers.
I don't know about that.
But you said early he can code switch.
Yeah, I told you, bro. If you don't believe that Patrick Mahomes,
that's what he do.
I don't know if Jalen doing like that.
Jalen ain't got the switch.
Jalen
He ain't got the
That's why I
switch.
say I'm with the real brothers.
He ain't cold switch, but see, that's my point. The cold switch motherfuckers will win. Because he can stand in front of the other dude and say, ha, 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 ha. But he can turn around him and turn to you like, yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, but you know how.
And cold switch won.
But he said that he with the real brothers. They the underdogs.
But the real brothers is the one that never win.
It's gonna be tough.
No, you can't say no.
Well, Lamar Jackson, he the realest brother out there, and they keeping his ass out the Super Bowl.
He's one.
They keeping his ass out the Super Bowl. They keeping his ass out because Buffalo has became his fucking kryptonite.
Wait.
You feel me?
Wait. Hear me out.
Okay.
And I ain't got no. Please don't knock me for this. At the end of the day, I'm with you being you. You dig what I'm saying?
No, that's everybody.
It ain't what you do, is how you do it. You dig? And I ain't trying to judge nobody, but I'm just telling you how it is in this world. You know, I'm a Jalen Hurts fan. I'm a Philadelphia Eagle fan. And I think that he has the best person in his ear letting him know when it comes to his appearance.
Who that?
See, he shot off when not only he changed his game when it comes to him being more accurate as a passer, but he also changed the way he dressed.
Who?
He cut his dreads off. Talking about Jalen. And see,
Yeah,
my thing,
dreads?
when
I
he
thought he
was
had
at
braids.
Bama,
Hold on.
when he was at Bama.
I think it's right.
But be that as it may, what I'm saying is this, like,
Yeah, you gotta have good PR people.
and I think that's the point. I think Jalen is 100% brother that has the quality.
You from Houston, Big
You
Texas.
know what I'm saying? But like Lamar is a brother that's from Florida. You know what I'm saying? And right now he has them color purple braids. He done went and got a grill in his mouth.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
we can't
where
market you.
you feel what I'm saying?
Jalen's been Jalen been marketable since
day one. Because every time
but he was the dog at
he just sucks it up like a sponge and just tries to prove you wrong.
he was a star at Alabama.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree, but he got a shining star in Oklahoma.
To me,
that's the only thing about it.
To me,
he's got,
however way you look at it.
Yeah,
he transferred to Oklahoma after Alabama.
But to me, my
He was
thing
still good
is
for
this.
boys,
Niggas was recognizing him
no
at
doubt.
Alabama.
No
That's
doubt.
Right.
my first recognition of him.
But
no
my
doubt.
thing is this, though. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is I believe Lamar is doing it to himself because me personally,
It's the
I
AB
feel
effect.
that Lamar is
I
just
feel
happy he
that,
done got that check and he loves playing football.
Yeah.
I think Lamar Jackson might be a Charles Barkley of the NFL or Patrick Ewing or Allen Iverson, a great player, a player that is gonna put the gold jacket
But
on.
we can't market
But-
you as well as some of the others.
And I mean, just think about it, man. If he would try to better his game, right now it's like he's doing too much. Like, you are the face of this franchise. You have a voice. It's known that the head coach takes in consideration of how you feel about what they should do. Get the ball to Derrick Henry and take some of that pressure off of it.
I think that now with the Harbaugh game, I do think they both are red on running the ball. So I think they're still offensive coordinators because they've been pissing through offensive coordinators for the last couple of years.
But they just re-signed.
The offensive coordinator?
Yes, they
But
just re-signed them.
But see, the thing is, they can't never score enough points when they need to score enough points, and that's in the goddamn playoff. They acting like the goddamn Cowboy.
So that go back to the point that I was making. I get a lot of ridicule for this. Jalen Hurts is better than all of them.
Who?
He's a better quarterback than Lamar. He's a better quarterback than Josh Allen. The only somebody that you can just downright say that is better than him in every facet is Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying?
So you really think that Jalen Hurts is better than Josh Allen?
Yes.
You think? I don't know much about Josh Allen. I'm just saying
He's a leader that doesn't make mistakes, and he's a
versatile.
winner, man.
Yeah,
He is a winner.
He gonna put
Josh
it on his
Allen nuts up in the big game. We can say that Jalen has
what's
won
Josh
the
Allen's
big
run
game
game
or
like?
helped win it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying?
Now,
You feel what I'm saying
now
about that, man?
look at what Josh
That's all
Allen
I'm
working
saying,
with
D.
though. Look what he working with.
But
So which one working with the best weapons?
Hold on now, D. We
But
saying
Jalen
that
also
now.
he'll put it
But
on his back.
before
though.
then, he had Stephon Diggs.
One receiver.
No. Hear me out. You cutting me off because you're ready to argue. I can't think of the other boy name, but number 13 was pretty good with Stephon Diggs.
Dave Davis?
He was good.
He
in
was a rookie receiver that had a great game.
But I'm just saying, bro, he has had talent.
So-
He has had talent good enough.
So you're saying I'm
He
just
just nut up against Patrick Mahomes.
So
He
we
beat
go-
everybody else.
so we're gonna actually compare Stephon Diggs, which let's say Stephon Diggs and AJ Brown is a wash, 1-1. But we're gonna actually compare a Heisman winning receiver to a guy.
Those are just the ones I just
Okay.
came up off the dome with.
So,
D.
but
He
I don't
didn't have receivers since he been there.
Name one. They didn't have big name receivers in
You
Buffalo.
don't have to have a big name receiver when they saying that you one of the best quarterbacks they ever play the game. You Mr. MVP. You all this. You the best prototypical white boy to play the game because you can run
But what they
and
saying
throw the
about
ball.
what they
You
saying
got a
about
cannon
Jaden
for an
Daniels?
arm.
What they saying about Jaden Daniels? He needs more weapons. What do they say about Lamar Jackson? Since he been there, he need more weapons. He ain't had a number one receiver since he been there.
But they don't say that about Lamar and they don't say that about Josh Allen.
What you mean about they need more weapons?
Yeah,
yes, they
say,
do.
Oh my God.
Bruh, name me the best receiver that ever played over there with Lamar Jackson. The best receiver. His best receiver is his tight end, and he just dropped the goddamn ball. The only person they had over there was sitting there right. I can't even think about whoever the guy that got hurt, and he dropped all the damn ball. They got an old-ass Odell Beckham that went worth a damn, and they ain't really had nobody else outside of nobody else. Okay, so before we roll out, man, what's your prediction, man? Well, we still got a couple more weeks, but what you're seeing right now, you're going to hold off for a week before we, talk about what the Super Bowl going to do.
I'll hold off because I already know they're going to start some shit.
Yeah.
They're going to start some shit.
We went about an hour for Super Bowl.
Oil and water
so
ain't going to mix, and the drum man and the soul man ain't going to mix.
I
so
know we're going to be
leave that
back
alone.
next week.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a who. And, man, we're going to have to do something special with this Super Bowl day because I'm about to go get me a Mahomes jersey for the game. Damn. Big pack.
I ain't going to be here.
Yeah, you going to be a Philly dilly dang dang.
God is
who he is. Who he is.
I'm going to be up in Philly.
Jesus.
Kicking it with my people watching the Super Bowl. Like, man.
You ain't gonna go to New Orleans?
Well, the thing about it is this, see murder.
You want to go with a real Philly fans.
I went when they played the Saints.
Okay.
Earlier this season. And I had the time of my life. But just looking at what all went down in the city of Philadelphia, like this past weekend by us just winning the NFC Championship game, you see people climbing the light pole.
Man, that Broad Street was stupid.
Like you had three guys that climbed the traffic light pole, right? And one of them had the A.J. Brown book, and they were all sitting up there like he was reading it to them. I mean, like people were dancing, shooting.
Oh yeah, they went ham. I ain't gonna lie to you, they went in, bro.
It's nothing like it. So if they kicking it that hard for the NFC Championship game, you can imagine what it's gonna be like when we do win the Super Bowl.
For sure.
So my thing is, I would rather be
up in there.
Watching it at one of the famous bars up there.
You looked at where you going? Like what bar you gonna try to get at?
It's a couple of them, bro. Like it's hard because they be having watch parties at several different clubs that are actually like
right by the stadium.
As big as fuck.
Oh, okay. They do, don't
you know
they?
What I'm saying? Then they got.
Don't they usually have a watch party at the stadium or something like that too? Don't they?
Well, they might have that for that game, but they usually be having it in bars and clubs. I also saw where they be having it at. They got a casino.
Right.
They be having watch parties in there. So I don't know, man. Like wherever is close to where we stand, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be somewhere off Broad Street. So that's the whole goal. Is like as soon as the game is over, we hit the streets and be able to kick it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
All right.
Well, my brothers in Birmingham, we thank you again. And we all want you to join our debate. If you think he the GOAT, I think he the GOAT. If you think it's a dynasty, you think it's a dynasty. Hey, you tell me, tell him. Hey, let's talk about it. All right, like, click, share. Hey.
Yeah, let us know who y'all pulling for.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you got score prediction,
chime in on who you think gonna win this Super Bowl.
Let us know, man. We love to see it, man. We just chop it up a little bit, people. Let's do it.
All right, y'all. Yeah.
100.
Peace.
Thank you.